Welcome everybody, Red Arrow 23 here, time for your War Factory preview for the 16th of February. Let's boom some beaches! Okay, let's see what War Factory has in store for us today. We've got some wood, stone and some prototypes on offer. And let's have a look at the base. So no shield generators today. There is 640k on the core, and these rocket launchers are all in range of the core. Shock launchers in range of the left, rocket launchers in the bottom, and the beach is covered by lasers most of the way around. There is some free factory supplies down here, apart from the grappler. But if you're going to be doing it with Zukas, you could take a few there. And the right side of the beach is covered a little bit by that mortar and a doom cannon. So you could warrior rush. I suggest you work out how much damage you can do, because it's a 640k core. It would probably take me 2 unboosted attacks, maybe 1 boosted. I'd have to do the math. I'm not sure if I could do that much in 1 round of shocks. And that would be 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 rounds of shocks, and probably just have to take the damage from the rocket launcher. T-med may work. There's a lot of lasers, so the damage would sort of add up from that. The grapplers down here, doom cannon, boom cannon, shock launcher. I wouldn't suggest it unless, yeah. And if you're going to go grenadiers, what I would suggest with them is you could drop 1 boat down here to do some damage at some stage, or you could drop a few boats of Zukas, maybe 2 or 3, take out the mortar and the doom cannon, and then you can drop grenadiers on the right hand side and just clear quite a lot. You should be able to take care of the sniper towers by hitting the cannons and factory supplies, just hitting over them. So what are we gonna do? So I've got a little bit of a plan. This left side of the beach is all covered, so if we were to walk there it would be quite expensive. So I was thinking about going straight in from these factory supplies, but then they're covered by the mortar and the other laser beam. And then I'm looking at a finishing spot, and shock launchers are in range of down here, rocket launchers are in range there. So I'm going to try something a little bit different. We're going to try an attack where we take out this mortar and doom cannon, and then there's not really much on the right to stop us from just sort of bowing through. So we'll try and take that out, and then we'll see what we've got left, whether we'll carry on with the attack or whether we'll retreat, regroup and start again. And then that way we can gather all this GBE. We'll lose a few Zukas along the way to the single shot buildings, and then we just got to make sure we don't go in range of this laser. And then the plan would be to sit basically all around the sniper tower and cannon by timing the HQ flare really well, in theory. And then we would do a critter around about here, 2 shocks, 3 shocks, and then that would be the core down. So that's the plan. Let's give it a crack. So we do need to worry about that laser beam and mortar range. I'm going to go with 3 boats. Did lose a few there, so probably drop more smoke than I did. And I'm just going to go with 1 shock. And then we're going to head up to here. And I'm going to use critters to distract the doom cannon. and a shock to distract the flamethrower. I'm going to let the Zookas take out the flamethrower first. Definitely need to worry about the Doom Cannon is now popping us off, so that's not gone well. So I think we might drop another couple of boats to take care of it. I critted too early, so definitely watch out for that. In that first position, you probably want to take out the flamethrower as well. So let's just go with 2 more boats. Okay, they're not going to go to my flag, that's kind of annoying. And then we're going to go to the same spot. And then we're going to time the critters a lot better this time. There we go. And we are going to retreat because I'm going to need as many of those Zookas as I can get. So there we go. So we did lose a bunch of Zookas. I had to end up using 5 boats of Zookas. If I timed it better, I definitely could have taken out with the original 3. Needed to time those critters better. Take the flamethrower and the mortar out, not just the mortar, because that cost me an extra shock. Right, here we go then. So let's have one more scout before we jump in. So the plan is to drop on the right hand side. There's only single shots. We are going to have to, I am going to smoke the left side of the beach just to stay away from that laser beam. But I don't think we have to. We'll watch that line. So the range is just below that factory supply. So we're going to drop right. And just let the Zookas gather up some GBE. We're going to clear these mines here. Should have done that on the last attack as well. But that's fine. And we're just going to collect a whole bunch of GBE. We might drop 1 box of critters. We don't want to drop too many because we are planning on dropping them on the core when we do the rush. Alright, let's get into it. So we'll drop a smoke there. Yeah, so we probably needed that smoke for that left boat of Zookas. And then we're just going to let them do some work. I'm not going to drop critters for the cannons. But when we get closer to the snipers shoot really fast. So they're in range now. And I don't want to lose too many Zookas before we get up to the core. I'm going to go and clear those mines now. Do we have enough GBE? I might just take out these cannons. I'm just trying to keep an eye on our Zooka levels, make sure we've got enough, but I also want to keep an eye on our GBE level. And I think this is just about going to do it. So let's flare up. And I flare right around this corner. And now I've lost the delay on one of the rocket launchers, so I'm going to have to shock that one really quickly when we're coming out of the smoke eventually. I was planning on having a bit more Zookas, but that should be okay. And I'm going to flare on the core now. Got that double smoke. So I'm going to go critter, shock the loss of delay rocket launcher, and then we've got all of those as well. That laser has come into range because we dropped the critters. So we got half of the core, which is pretty disappointing. And I am just going to GBE the core because there's nothing that I'm going to be able to take out that's going to help me. That's something I didn't think about, was when I dropped those critters, it's lured the lasers onto my Zookas, which is really unfortunate. So let's check it out, see what we did. We managed to take out everything on the right side. Right. Just kind of seeing if we have any more GBE to gather. I can drop one boat down here to gather sort of 12, 15, 18, 21, maybe 21 more GBE. Sort of depends on the ranges. I'm not going to worry about those ones there. So the timing of the flare was pretty good. We did manage to get most of our Zookas in between sort of the machine gun and the laser, which helped us being able to shock everything. We need a better place to put these critters. So if we drop them sort of around about here, when the lasers fire, they're all going to be firing sort of into the HQ or to the left of it. So even if that one fires, it's going to go straight up towards the boom cannon, and our Zookas will be over to the right. So that should be okay. We can move up the right side and probably take out at least these 4 before we move up. I'm not going to worry about this one. But yeah, the key is I need a lot more GBE than I usually have unboosted. And how much is there left on the core? 287. So I think we'll have a run. We'll have another run. Diamond up these Zookas, because diamonds are overrated. And let's do it! So, drop a boat down here, and we're just going to have to wait. The grappler is going to be a bit pesky, especially when it's only 13 Zookas that are gathering this GBE. It's now down to 10, especially if those lasers get into range. If those lasers fire through into our other Zookas, it's going to be a pain. It's alright, we've got an extra 9 GBE already, and that's the end of those Zookas. So we're going to have to drop that smoke again. And then we're just going to be going up the right side. So I'm planning on taking the 2 sniper towers and the factory supplies and then re-smoking. Good, spread's not too bad, because I don't want to get in range of that rocket launcher. I'm not going to use any critters or anything. As soon as we take out that factory supply, which is going to be then, we're going to get on the move. See, now I think we're in a bit of trouble, because we still don't have enough GBE to throw all of this. We'll still go for it. Panic! Panic! No! I think this plan was semi-good. It might have been a good plan for a boosted attack. It's all gone pretty damn terribly. So let's have a look, see what's left. We have taken out pretty much all of the free GBE now. We just didn't have enough GBE for that final shock, which is really sad. Fully boosted, I think this attack would work, and you'd be able to take it down straight away. The first, even unboosted, I think I probably could have taken it out in those 2 attacks that I did if the critters were placed down here on this machine gun, and then shock, 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 and that would have gone down, because this rocket launcher would have been firing into it. All the lasers would have been firing through here, and that would have been fine. No dramas whatsoever. Those are the 3 cells on the right. We saw where we needed to smoke. So hopefully that's helped you out so far. I am just going to have to use GBE to finish this one. There's only 40k on the core. You'll see that's why I actually started loading up a rifleman, because they take a 1 minute to load. And there's one there already, perfect. And now I can attack that with GBE. Ah dear. And there we go. And the core is down, so not the tidiest attack. I definitely suggest you try out some of those techniques. If you are boosted and maxed, you'll be able to solo it if you do that. You'll be able to take out the mortar flamethrower doom cannon, collect a bunch of GBE on the right, and then move up, clear those mines, and then smash the core. Make sure you get that critter placement right, and with the 3 shocks, you'll be able to kill it. If you're unboosted, sort of do it by stages, and yeah, you'll be able to get it done too. Otherwise it's that 4x3, however many Zookas you want to use to clear the mortar, flamethrower and doom cannon, and then you can start throwing some grenadiers at their right corner too and just clear out a whole bunch of gears. I think Colonel Gearheart calls them. So there you go, that'll do it for today. Sorry for the long video, took me a little while to take it out today. Comment down below how you went, and give us a thumbs up if you liked the video, thumbs down if you didn't, and subscribe for more Boom Beach.